Hello friends, Sunil, Dr. Sunil. My next exposition about my thoughts, my values, my attitude, my reactions on the various situations. I'm silent because I want a relationship to stay cool. And in order to sustain my relationship, I have learned, acquired, and applied the process of ignorance. I ignore so many things. रिश्तों को समझना है तो रफू करना सीखिए। बहुत सारी बातें हैं जो नज़रअंदाज कर देनी चाहिए। They say your brain and body get a lot of talking to each other. There is a constant dialogue between your brain and your body. They together find so many solutions, are creative and solve problems, and think out of box. It's ego most of the time, biggest culprit ruining relationships. Well, ego is important for your self-esteem, your self-respect, but it also is listed as the biggest culprit in ruining relationship. People suddenly start feeling so big, and that's the tragedy. Lack of communication ruins everything altogether, because instead of knowing how often person is feeling, we just start assuming, we just start judging, and that is the time when you lose the trust. Well, if you want to read my eyes, do it. Come on, dear, if you want to read my eyes, do it. Tell me what you saw. Was you there in it? Was you there in it, or you saw someone else? Pensive as butterfly, let me fly, don't stop me. It is bit poetic expression. Pensive as butterfly, let me fly, don't stop, lest I kill you with my killer eyes. Beware and handle with care. We are given lessons in school and then get a test. How strange. We are given a lesson in school and then get a test. In real life, we get the test first. And once the test is over, we start getting the lessons. Stop quacking like ducks and start soaring like eagles up above the sky beyond clouds. Life can be so cool and joyous. Life can be fun, cool and joyous. Yet there are people who make it complicated for themselves and others. You really see the true color of a person. You really see the true picture of a person when you are used thoroughly and you are no more beneficial in their life. 100 बहाने ढूंढ लेते हैं वो रिश्तों को दफन करने के लिए। 100 बहाने ढूंढ लेते हैं वो रिश्तों को दफन करने के लिए। प्यार सच्चा हो तो सब कुछ बेवजह हो जाता है। Scrutiny is the part of the journey, self analysis is the part of our journey. So keep questioning yourself. But the best way is when we start seeking answers from the others. Because we are not what we are what other people perceive us. Don't mistake my silence as my innocence. Don't mistake my silence as my innocence. Death and trouble comes at the most appropriate time. Well, it's not me, but the karma is saying. We never see or listen the thing as they are. We never want to see the reality or listen the thing as they are. We just want to see and listen the things the way we want. No need to portray yourself as perfect. We all are strange combinations of imperfections. But people love us as we are. It takes barely 2 years for a child to speak. It takes barely 2 years for a child to speak. But it takes whole time to learn what not to speak. God created people to be loved and things to be used. God created people to be loved and things to be used. But when things go wrong, people are used, discarded, and things are loved. We really forget one thing, that if you play with dirt, we will get dirty too. Come on, dear, investigate, analyze, introspect before you enter a relationship. Well, friends, these were some of my views, my reactions. In a nutshell, I would like to say, if you want to sustain relationship, try to ignore so many things. Close your eyes, the things you don't want to see. It's much, much easier to have as many relationships as possible. But toward the end of it, your litmus test is how many you can maintain, sustain over the lifetime. And I've been always telling you in my classroom situation, keep very few people in your life, but good people, nice people, people who are selfless and committed. Because relationship is not a one-sided game, it is a two-way lane. And last but not least, the day you start trusting me, and the day I start trusting you, an unending journey of the relationship start. Thank you, friends, for being with me. Maybe we meet again.